Hi, I'm back and this is going to be a little extra video this week. This is going to be my spoiler-free review of Captain Marvel. I saw the movie on Thursday with a giant tub of popcorn and some Diet Coke like I said I was going to, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and there are a lot of reasons why I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say that it was a perfect movie. It wasn't without its faults, and we can talk about some of those. But I really loved it because it did such a good job of presenting us with a well-rounded female character that we haven't really seen before. She was never made the butt of a joke for the enjoyment of the dudes around her. She was never made to seem inferior in any way. She didn't have to be beautiful or be overly smart she just was. She is a very powerful character who happens to be a female. And they didn't over dramatize any of what the female experience is. It was very true and had some very eye-rolling, cringy moments that I think most women can have experienced. And so I thought that they did a really good job with that. They also did a really good job with creating a really nice relationship between her and Maria, Carol Danvers' best friend. And they did a really good job of making a non-competitive female relationship, which I feel like sometimes in movies they always want to pit women against each other and make them fight. And then sometimes make people think that they want to kiss. And that wasn't the case for this either, so I thought that was really nice. And also, I think they did a really good job explaining some of the bigger space things. So this movie is largely about a space war. And I think you could get into the weeds with a lot of that, but I think they did a really good job of explaining it concisely and not bringing anybody too deep into the nerddom, because this movie is going to appeal to both comic book readers and non-comic book readers, so you have to be really conscientious of that. I think they did a really good job in doing that. Now, some of the CGI things were a little wonky. Sometimes when she showed her powers, her hands looked super weird, so that's fine. Sometimes in some scenes, I couldn't tell if Carol Danvers was being like observant or if the acting was off, but listen, Brie Larson is a heavily accoladed and very talented actress, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that it was intentional. Sometimes it read a little weird to me, and that could just be me. I really, really enjoyed Captain Marvel, and I think it goes without saying that this movie is so important. It's so important to see a very well-written female character who experiences, albeit a cis-het female experience. And it was really, really nice. And I think that this movie will be so important to little girls who are going to see it and really need somebody awesome to idolize. Carol Danvers wasn't just a superhero, she was also a super lady. She was in the Air Force before ladies were super welcome, and she fought to get there. And she is a character who uses both her emotions and her strength in equal measure. And I think that that's really important too. The vulnerability of a female character without making that her downfall is just so great. So I really, really enjoyed this movie. I can't wait to see it again. The first time I watched superhero movies, I just kind of sit there like wide-eyed and like my mouth hanging open, like shoving popcorn into it. So I really want to watch it again to watch it like a little more seriously. However, my first experience with it was that it was so good. And when I left that movie, I felt like I could do anything. And I'm a 26-year-old lady, and it's kind of the first time I felt that way. I felt that way after I watched Wonder Woman too. I felt like I wanted to go into the car and listen to like all my girl jams and like blast the Distillers and just like think about all the cool ladies I know and how I wish I was a cooler lady. I also wanted to like run a couple miles because yeah, that's all I have in me. I'm chubby, I have asthma. But you know, it was really, really inspiring, and I think that a lot of dudes probably feel that way when they leave like Captain America movies and stuff, and that's not to say I don't love those movies, because I do. And when I see them, I want to talk about them. But this left me with a very personal feeling, a very personal experience, and I felt very in awe of the character and very, I don't know, just thankful. So thankful, and my heart was so full because I think that it's a movie that if I had a daughter, I would want to take her to go see, and it's somebody who, just like a character that really, really resonated with me. Not only as a comic book lover and a nerd, but also as a lady. And it's just, you don't even really know what experience you're missing until you get to see it on the big screen. So it was really nice. I really, really encourage you to go see Captain Marvel. And also, if you've already seen it, please talk to me in the comments. I would like want to know what you think about it. However, I will just let you know that if you comment gross sexist stuff down there, like, we're gonna chat, and it's not gonna be super fun because I'm not into your sexist comments. So just, I'm happy to have a conversation about it. If you didn't like the movie, then you didn't like the movie. That's okay, that's totally cool. You don't have to love the movie. But I wanna know why. And it can't be because she's a lady. That's gross. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you've seen it or if you plan on seeing it, or if you're gonna wait for it to come to DVD. That's totally cool too. And let me know what you're looking forward to in the movies in the future. And let me know what you thought about those after credits. There are 2 after credit scenes. So, you know, there's one like right after the initial credits and then one all the way at the end. So stay for both of them because they're both great.